Let me introduce myself. I'm basically based out of Andhra Pradesh. I'm Chittor district of Andhra Pradesh. Coming to my educational qualification, I got my MBA in finance and marketing from JNTU University Anantapur, and my bachelor's degree in become computer applications from SU University Anantapur. And coming to my working experience, till now I have worked with two organizations called Apexon and Tech Mahindra. And coming to my skill sets and all, I have over around 4 years of experience into reporting tool called Microsoft Power BI. Microsoft Power BI, have knowledge in extracting the data from various data sources like SQL, Excel, in Snowflake from using connectivity modes like import, direct, and live connections. And I have good knowledge in Power Query editor where we can transpose transform the data, I mean raw data from the useful data using various options which are available in Power BI, Power Query editor like transpose, merge, append, group by split, many more, etc. And coming to Power Pivot, I have knowledge in building the relationship between a number of tables using cardinality like one to one, one to many, many to one, etc. And I have knowledge in creating the KPI scorecards as well. And coming to visualization part, I have good knowledge in creating the visuals which are available with visuals which are available in Power BI desktop like bar chart, column chart, table, matrix, row, multi-row card, etc. And coming to DAX expressions, I have good knowledge in aggregations functions, time intelligence functions, date functions. That aggregations functions like sum x, min max, time intelligence functions like same period last year, QTD, MTD, and the date functions like calendar auto, etc. And I have good knowledge in implementing of the row level security to the dashboards, and also have good knowledge in filters which are available in Power BI desktop like visual level filter, page level filter, report level filter, and buttons and bookmarks, etc. And coming to Power BI services part, I have good knowledge in maintaining the Power BI workspace with admin access and giving the access to the end users like member access, contributor access, viewer access, and all. And I have knowledge in scheduling the refreshes to the Power reports as well. And coming to SQL part, I have basic knowledge in SQL with DDL, DML commands. That's all my skill sets and all, Akshay.
Great, great, great. I can see you have also completed some projects in Power BI
Yes,
dashboard. So,
yeah.
do you have any project to show?
Uh, I have one project that is equity question project, and I did
Mhm.
as a freelancer. I can show you that project as of now, Akshay.
Yeah, yeah,
Can I
yeah.
share?
If you have it ready,
Yeah,
you can
I
show.
mean, I can show you this openly as the project is a open project for all.
Mhm.
That is which deals with the US population.
Okay.
Let me select that dashboard and yeah, and it is open. Uh, yeah, can you see my screen, Akshay?
It's loading. Just a second.
Confirm me once the screen is loaded.
Yeah, I can see the call recording. Yeah, now I can see the dashboard.
Yes. So this is a dashboard. I mean, I have only this public, I mean, general population dashboard. Rest, I
Mhm.
have completed two dashboards like housing market dashboard and mortgage access dashboard. Those housing market dashboard and mortgage access dashboard deals with uh, housing market dashboard with deals with the home ownership. I mean, through race IDs and mortgage
Mhm.
access dashboard with deals with the land values and land. I mean loans and all. So first of all, let me explain this project, Akshay. So this project it
Okay.
deals with the US population. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear.
Yeah. So this is a small term project, and I did this as a freelancer. Um,
Okay.
so first of all, you can see this in web portal. Like once you log into Equity Quotient website,
Mhm.
you can directly log in with the mail IDs. I mean, once while I am doing this, that's the process. We can directly log in with our mail ID and we can see the dashboard. By default, it will show the first dashboard like general population dashboard. Those guys embedded this Power BI dashboard with the React dashboard, and they published the dashboard in those web pages. I mean, this equity question by region, it is a map kind of thing, and it's not
Okay.
loading. And as this is the deals with the US population, so we are showing this the staging of race IDs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as we all have, I mean, there are many type of race IDs like white people, Asian, those kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So only the BIPOC, I mean, white people are US based people. This BIPOC means by population, those who are migrated to the US. So this
Mm-hmm.
is the dashboard. Sorry
All
for the
right.
disturbance.
Yeah,
Actually.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So and as we show this racial diversity, unemployment. So these are all we are showing on an average rate education now.
Okay.
So this is the project, and I didn't have those two dashboards to show you. So we can say, uh, as the data set is ready, I have done small changes like we have only other race IDs. I mean, here you can say white, black, other Asian, American, Indian, Native Hawaiian, like this. So by
Mm-hmm.
switching those two, I mean, we need to select only white people as white people. Rest all the race IDs are BIPOC population. So that's how I have created this. And before this, I have worked with the JLL LaSalle client.
Okay.
And the project name is LaSalle Genie. So as we all know, JLL is a real estate company. It deals with only uh, buying and selling, acquisitions and dispositions of the projects. So sorry, buildings. I mean, as a real
Mm-hmm.
estate, it deals with the buildings. And while coming to this, I have created four dashboards. That is preliminary AUM dashboard, and preliminary investor AUM, and investor AUM, GM assets, and AM Genie. So these are the dashboards which I have prepared. So in this dashboard, only AUM, I mean AUM dashboard and preliminary AUM, investor AUM, and preliminary investor AUM. These
Mm-hmm.
dashboards play a crucial role. So
Okay.
coming to AUM dashboard, it deals with quarterly revenue. So first of all, the LaSalle Genie project deals with the
Do
company's
you
revenue.
do you have that dashboard handy? Because it's hard to.
No, actually, sorry for that. I have
Okay. Okay. That's
worked
fine.
with
That's
point
fine.
system only because they believe that their data is sensitive, no? So that's a,
All right.
they only
All right.
provided a laptop, and even I didn't work with our company's laptop. So that's why I didn't have those things.
All right. All right. Can you show the dashboard that you just
Yeah,
shared on the
sure,
screen?
sure. Yeah, this is the dashboard.
All right. So the second chart, like radical diversity, right?
Yeah, racial diversity.
Yeah. So I can see. Is it possible you to make a small changes? I just wanted to test. Like,
Yeah,
can you just divide this pie chart? Oh, sorry, it is a donut chart. So divide this
yeah.
donut chart into the two group. Like one is for white, and the rest of other categories supposed to be any name you can give.
In a single chart.
Yeah, in the same chart, or you can customize it.
Or else, do I need to create any another visual?
Whichever way you can.
Yeah, sure, sure. Let me copy this visual to another page. I don't want to mess up this thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, sure.
You got my question, right?
Akshay?
Yeah, you got my question, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, okay.
I need to show only the race, I mean white race in a different visual, and rest all the race in a different
Yeah,
visual.
you can name it
That's
other for rest of the other races.
so. rest all instead of BIPOC, I need to name other.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, sure. Uh, visual. Ah, leave it. I'll create new one actually.
Yeah, yeah, whichever way.
Yes,
You're
sure.
free to do anything.
I had done this with public trial, race diversity, race name. So here you can see, right, race diversity by EQ.
Hmm.
So here we need only
White and other, only two.
white and other, only two.
Yeah, like
So for,
apart from white, whatever subcategories are there should be
yeah,
comes under other.
okay. Exactly. EQ. Let me change, create a new measure. So data server to public trial dashboard. This diversity EQ. Replace name. Race diversity. Race name. Black native Asian. Yes. Yeah, here it is actually white and others. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, great.
Yeah.
Good.
And through filters also we can achieve this.
Yeah, there is multiple ways.
Yeah, yeah. By selecting, I mean, let me show. By
Mhm.
selecting race name, and we can select only white and others. But here it shows only white and others. But we need to only white and rest of all the things. No? So that's how we can achieve like this.
All right, all right. Good, good.
Yeah.
So I see you have also worked on the Snowflake, right?
The thing is, I didn't get any direct uh,
Mm-hmm.
access to work with Snowflake as a developing. But the thing is that we are pulling the data from Snowflake
Okay.
directly. So, in case if I need any chances, as I am the single person in the project working with the Power BI side, I need to each and every time I need to connect with the data team, and
Mm-hmm.
I need to perform those data actions. So they didn't give me any direct authentication for me to work with Snowflake. If I get
Okay.
any
Okay.
chances, I'll. The only thing I work with on Snowflake is just for the testing of the reports, testing
All
of the
right.
reports, and performing the test cases. That's the only thing actually.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
So do you have any idea about the star schema?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Star schema and Snowflake schema.
Yeah, can you explain?
Yeah, in Power Pivot, while we are creating any relationship between the tables, the
Mm-hmm.
direct relationship between the tables are, I mean, to the direct relationship between the fact table and the dimension table is called the star schema. While using, I mean, sometimes many to many relationship won't perform properly. So for
Mm-hmm.
this, we need to create a bridge table. I mean, an indirect relationship between the two tables. So this is called Snowflake schema. I mean, using a
Mm-hmm.
bidimensional table.
All right. And what is the basic difference between the dimension table and fact table?
Dimension table and the fact table contains won't contain any duplicate values,
Mm-hmm.
and any it won't. There won't be any repeated values. In dimension table, we do have those things.
Okay. All right. Apart from Snowflake, like, have you worked on any other database?
No, actually.
Okay. All right. All right. So let
That's the
me ask.
only
Mhm.
that is also one of the major reason for me to switch my job position. As of now, I didn't get any chances in these two organizations to work on another tools.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So these two projects didn't contain any major, large data sets. In case if we have any large data sets, we can have chances to work on those database side. But
Mm-hmm.
data set is small set, so I need to work on all the transformation within inside the Power BI only. I mean,
Okay.
writing of some of the DAX queries and all. So that's how my role continues. If I get any chance, I'll definitely work on database side as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
That's fine.
yeah,
Mhm. So let me ask you some more questions on Power BI only then.
yeah, sure,
Uh,
Harsh.
have you worked on the filters in Power BI? Like,
Yeah,
what are
filters
the
are
different type? Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. There are three types of filters which are available in Power BI. So like
Mm-hmm.
visual level filter, page level filter, and report level filter. And and there are some other filters like slicers, link slicers, drill down, drill up, and all. So these are all
Mm-hmm.
comes under filters family only. Coming to visual level filter, it performs only on a single visual, and page level filter it performs on a single page. It won't perform on a entire report. And the report level filter it performs on all the pages in a report. And coming to slices and sling sizes, we cannot, the end user need to change each and every time those filters. and he cannot change these visual level, page level, report level filters. And coming to drill down and drill up, these are the basic, majorly used in matrix to filter the data. I mean, in this, I can say in this, the report which I showed you, like
Mm-hmm.
state level, country level, state level, and county level. As we all in our country, we have districts. In the US, they have counties. So that's how the drill down and drill up filters works.
All right. All right. So, which versions that you had worked for Power BI?
Akshay,
Like for which version you had worked on Power BI?
version,
Yeah.
version the 20. The latest thing is 2023 version only.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Have you worked with the stakeholders in your day-to-day tasks? Or...
Yeah, as I work with the client, I need to connect with them day to day.
Okay.
In this equity quotient project, I need to connect them at night 10, 11. That's the thing. As they don't have any proper headquarters in the US, but they are all. I think it's a startup.
Mm-hmm.
I need to connect directly with the CEO and COO candidates daily for knowing the project requirements and all, and for the day-to-day updates.
All right. So, do you have any idea on the dashboard development life cycle?
I'm not getting yours. How completely worked on dashboard developments also. The project JLL, it is an end-to-end project which I have worked from scratch to
Mm-hmm.
ending, like pulling the data.
Have you faced any challenges in that project? Like,
The only challenge is that client requirement is that if as I told you, preliminary AUM dashboard deals
mm-hmm.
with quarterly wise. So, client requirement, that is VP of JLL is Mohammed. So his requirement is that if he select any one of the quarter in a slicer, so previous 3 quarters, if I select any quarter four for 2022, so quarter three, quarter two, quarter one should be shown in the dashboard. It should not filter those. The same way, it should be filtered to the previous quarters as well.
All right.
So as the at the same time, both Looker team and ClickView team and Power BI, I am. So we are working on the same tools. Same project, same. So I have achieved this by with using a DAX. So this is, I cannot say this is a complex one, but it took time for me to achieve this.
Okay.
And in
So,
QuickView and Looker, they didn't perform this kind of thing. For this, I got appreciation and called Avengers reward. So they have given me this.
all right. All right. So, do you know the different refresh options available in Power BI?
Actually, different
Refresh options, like.
refresh. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
refresh. So those are available in Power BI services. So manual refresh, schedule refresh,
Mm-hmm. Have you worked on
and
that?
yeah, I have worked on it.
Okay.
So while I'm a pro license user, I have I can refresh a single data set up to 8 times per day. And the premium users, they can refresh the dashboard up to 48 times per day. And there is another refresh called incremental refresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the just pro users, we don't have any chances to do an incremental refresh. But users called premium per user licenses users and premium users, they can schedule the refresh. I have knowledge on incremental refresh as well.
Okay. And how about the row level security?
Yeah, when we want to filter the data, a content-based filter. That is, when we want to restrict the data to the end user, then we need to
Mhm.
go for the row level security. So
Okay.
there are row level security are of two types, a static and dynamic one. So static dynamic row level security is a manual type of row level security, which we need to implement the security and then we need to publish the report. Like first we need to go for the modeling tab, then we need to go for the manage roles and we need to create a role. And in values we need to select, I mean, for example, we need to restrict the data for uh,
Mm-hmm.
country wise. So we need to select those country wise table, and in values we need to select countries. For example, I need to restrict only the data to India. In values, I need to select India. I mean, I need to enter value first India. So then we can save, and after completing this, then we go for view as tab. So then the content is filtered for only the current, I mean, India country. So this is static type of row level security, and the dynamic type of row level security. It We need to create a table with the username and
Mm-hmm.
the country name, which we need to filter for the particular user. I mean, so for a single user, we can implement row level security. I mean, static type of row level security. If we need to uh, implement row level security for the multiple user, then we will go for dynamic row level security. We cannot achieve this in static row level security. So that we need to create a table like username and the countries which we need to filter. After saving this table, we need to connect it with the fact table, and then we need to publish the report. So that's how the dynamic row level security works.
Okay. Fair enough. Do you have any experience on writing up SQL in your work?
Yeah, yeah, writing of SQL, I have experience that too, not much. As I said, it's for just for performing of test cases.
Okay.
Yeah, that's thing.
Okay, let's start with the SQL. Like I will ask
Yeah,
some basic questions only.
yeah,
Do you know the joins in SQL?
yeah. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, joins are of inner join, outer join, self join,
Mm-hmm.
left join, right join. So these are the joins available in SQL.
Okay. Okay, I'm giving you two tables in the chat box.
Okay.
Just a second. So just write a query for left join, right join, and full outer join.
Left join, right join,
Yeah, left join, right join, full outer join, and the cell joint. Like just write a query and share
and
the
right.
output. Like what will be the output for each query?
So is this a column names or any?
Yeah, it is
So
single column,
table
the
A,
same data.
table A is the column name, and each one table.
You can name anything for column. It is same data
Yeah,
type.
I take it as
Just write a
column.
query and what will be the output for each join operation.
Sorry, actually mistake. I need to enter shift enter.
Yeah, that's when you can type in notepad and then paste in the chat box.
Yeah, sure. So ignore this. This is the previous one.
Mhm.
So this is the query for left join, Akshay. Hello.
Okay, and what will be the output for this?
The output is when we left join the table. So the matching rows from the left join will be shown in the right table. I mean, if we have matching tables in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2.
Can you
Yeah,
type the output? Like, I just want to see the output for this query.
output like output in the 1, 1. Sorry.
So in output, how many column you are expecting?
6 columns actually.
Column, I mean, not row.
2 columns.
But in select statement, you are calling only one column, right?
No, 2 columns actually. Sorry. So in select statement, we are selecting a table from table A from table A and table B from table B. The column name table A from table A and
Yeah.
table B from table B. So we are selecting 2 columns.
Okay.
So this is a query and this will be the output. So while we left to join, it will shows the matching. If we in the here we can show. So we have one, and in the table we have one, and
Mhm.
again here we have one, and again it will show one. So we have two values, one here and here it matching rows. Sorry, matching values from the right table. It will show the output as a matching values from the right table.
And what will be the output for self join?
Self join, it will yeah, self join and inner join are similar, no? So 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. I hope that will be the output. And 1.
Okay. And if I apply the full outer join, then how many rows will be there in output?
4 rows.
For full outer.
Yeah, full outer. No, for full outer it will show 6, 7, 8 rows. I think. Actually.
No, it will give the one-to-many relationship output, right? Like how many rows are there in table A
So there are 6 rows.
and in table B?
6 rows.
Yeah. So if you apply full outer, then it will give 6 into 6 number of
That is
combination.
1 2 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 like that.
Yeah. For full outer query,
Yeah.
it will return m into n. All right. Have you worked on the Windows function? Like, are you aware about different Windows function in the SQL?
No, actually.
Okay.
Sorry.
So the constraint available in SQL.
Constraints like union, all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the different constraints available?
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible actually.
Yeah. Like, what are the different constraints available in SQL? Like, any idea?
Primary key, unique key.
Mm-hmm.
Primary key, unique key, not null. So these are the constraints.
So let's say you have a table. Okay. There
Okay.
are many records present,
Okay.
and there are some blank values. There is nothing in few records under few column.
Okay.
So will it be null or blank?
Actually, I'm not getting. If we have a
Uh,
table.
let's say we have a table A itself. Like I shared the table A and B, and
Okay.
just assume the record number 3 is not there.
Okay.
So how you will be identify whether it is null or empty?
I'm not getting it. We have table A and table B, and in table A we have no. There is no value 3.
Yeah, there is a missing value. Nothing
Okay.
is nothing is there at a row
Okay.
number 3. A blank
Okay.
space or white space you can call.
Okay.
So how will you identify whether on that particular location null is there or empty is there? Like,
By using where condition.
okay.
By using where condition, we can identify whether we have that value or not, whether it is null or not null.
All right. All right. So can you write a query to create a table and insert a record into table?
Yeah, yeah, actually.
Yeah, you can pick up any table. Like let's say I gave a table A. Just create a table A
Okay.
and add a like name column, age column, and also you can write a query to insert 2 records into that table.
Table A.
Okay, you have to create a table A.
With
This table A should contain the 2 column like name and age.
age.
Yes,
So
and
first I
you
need
have to
to create
write a query to create this table and insert 2 records into this particular table.
name. Name is variable. So I'm giving just to identify the data type, those double I'm actually don't
Okay,
assume.
that's fine.
Name and age.
Mhm.
Age I'll give date. So this is
I think age supposed to be the number, right?
no. Yeah, I mean date of I assume it's date of birth. I'll give integer.
Okay.
Yeah. And for insert into table table A. So name equals to age 26. So this is so here it is actually. This is the query.
Okay. Now write a query to find out the A into the name. Like you have to write a query, the records having A letter in the first place in the name column.
A letter in the name column.
In the first place. Like in the name, you have two names like Jana and Akshay.
Yeah,
So you have to write a query to find out which name having A letter at first place. Like Akshay have the A letter at first place, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So you have to write a
Uh,
query to fetch that record.
to be honest, I have idea about this. I think we need to write some other queries, just not
Yeah,
like this.
you can write a separate query.
No,
Okay,
I don't
how
have.
will you retrieve all the records from this table?
Actually,
Like how will you retrieve all the records from this table?
select star from table name.
Okay. Now you have to put a condition
Select
using
star from table name where
yeah,
there is some other where
there is a
uh,
like operator. You can
yeah,
use like. Can you
like
write now?
operator. Let me try. This is the query. Akshay.
Mm, not exactly. You are missing where clause.
Where age like I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I
And you need to use the
implement star.
ampersand symbol. Like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, we need to implement.
The last question is you have table A and B with you, right?
Okay.
So if you perform union operation, then
Okay.
what will be the output? You can
So
consider the
joins
table
are
A
the
and B.
yeah. Let me explain. Joins are the functions which connect the column in different tables, and union or merge kind of thing, which it combines rows.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you have to
So
apply
the condition is that
union.
the
No, no, that's
union
fine.
Yeah,
No, no, that's fine. You
okay.
have two table, right? Table A and B in the chat
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
So if you perform the union on these two table, what will be the output?
The output will be like 1 1 1 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4. That will be the output, Akshay.
Like how many rows will be there?
There will be 12 rows.
Okay, and if I, are you sure? Because we are performing the union.
Yeah,
Okay, and if I perform the union all, then
union all. Then also will be.
no, there will be the slight difference.
Uh, I'm not aware of it, Akshay.
Okay, okay, all right. You can do a search after the interview. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We are done for the interview. Do you have any question for me?
Uh,